Okay guys, so we're back in Five Nights CD. And for this video, we're going to be using the LeBronny unit. What this means is that they have added a LeBron James styled Bonnie unit into the game, and we are going to be taking this unit against endless mode, max boosting it, and seeing how far we can make it. But before we get into it, let me introduce you to him. So this is Shiny LeBronny with Vengeance. His passive is called Slam Dunk. This unit deals times 23 equal to its damage as Nuke with a cooldown of 23. His stats are also completely maxed out and glitched, giving him plus 20% damage, plus 15% range, and minus 10% cooldown. The type of unit he is Chain. He can get up to 23,000 damage. His range can get as high as 35, and his cooldown can get as low as 2 seconds. So you guys already know the point of me introducing you guys to this unit is to show you guys what this unit is like with just raw stats, no boosts, no enchants, no nothing. But I'm very excited to try this unit. This is a LeBron based unit, which makes this even freaking funnier, and I cannot wait to see what this guy looks like in game. Also, make sure you guys watch to the end because I'm going to be placing very many of the LeBronnies in this video because you guys already know I love to break the game completely every single video. But anyways, guys, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. All right, let's go ahead and vote for Endless 5 once again, and let's go ahead and click vote. And we are not starting off on night 5. We do this every single freaking video. All right, guys, so we are now in the game. Let me go ahead and choose the hardest modifier once again because we love choosing the hardest modifier and actually making the game very difficult. But as you guys can see, we did use our trusty admin panel to get myself a crap ton of money, a crap ton of HP. So let me just go ahead and explain the rules once again every single time that we do one of these endless videos. So if you guys look to the door to my left or look at the door, there's a big red exit right in front of y'all's face. If anything goes through there, we are going to be placing more LeBronnies than we are allowed to place. Now, if you guys look below, we can actually only place one LeBronny. So I guarantee you guys something will be hitting the exit at some point because once again, we have used the highest DPS unit in the game and something has still hit the exit. So it is very, very possible for something to hit the exit. So that is why I'm already confirming the fact that we're probably going to be, placing an absolute crap ton of these LeBronnies. So let's go ahead, unpause the wave, and let's get right into this. Let me get a LeBronny down. Holy animations. Okay, hold on a second. Let me just max him out completely. Oh my god. All right, so let's go over stats for starters because these animations are actually something amazing that I've been wanting forever. Oh my god, dude, this is actual like peak. Let me actually get my crying childs down as well because I forgot to do that. I literally forget to do it every single time. Okay, let me just back them up a little. Am I able to get one right over here? Can I do that, please? Okay, there we go. I fixed it. All right, max out the crying childs. Okay, all right, there we go. So now, as you guys can see, he's doing 135,843.7 damage every 0.724 seconds. So that is a really good amount of DPS. However, I'm gonna be honest, I have seen a lot more nightmares lately that do more DPS than this. It could be because you can get this unit with coins. You guys do know that you can buy it with Robux, obviously. But there is a free-to-play option where you guys can get this with coins. And as we speak right now, there's actually a LeBronny giveaway in my server, just so you guys know. Might not be happening when this, video is out, but, there is one happening at the moment of recording. Anyways, though, if we do look right here, he has 97.8 range, which is full map control on this map. It might not be on every map, and I mean, it is really rare if there's not going to be full map control on every single map, because usually 100 range and above in this game is absolutely plenty of range for you to do literally anything. So I would say 97 is a really good kind of in the middle type of range. It should give us plenty to work with here. But luckily for this video, we are going to be allowed to pull out our trusty calculator. And last video, we were not allowed to pull out our trusty calculator. But let me talk about a few things real quick before we start calculating stats left and right. So as you guys may remember, his passive is kind of confusing, and I do think that it actually actually does happen every 23 seconds because if you guys remember correctly, he does like a really big nuke attack that's called Slam Dunk, and it basically times his damage. I don't even know what I was trying to freaking say there. It times his damage by, you know, 23, and he can do it every 23 seconds. So this is like very useful for him. I think I can tell whenever he does the ability though. I'm gonna see if we can test this out. I think he's about to do the ability at some point, but I think it does like a little explosion. But you guys can also tell just, okay, I think he just did it right there. I have no idea if he did or not. But anyways, he is a chain unit, so you guys know how I feel about chain units. They're honestly really good. There were clearly a lot of chain units added in this update, or the only units that were added in this update are chain units. The Forgotten unit that we tested out in the last video, that was a chain unit, and the LeBronny right here is a chain unit. Now, chain units are good, but it's not the best, but it's not as bad as splash damage, I would say so myself, and it is also not as bad as a single target. Chain is basically just like, you know, Pierce or whatever it's called, like Pierce spread. I mean, it's basically just like that in my opinion, but his little attack that he does that multiplies his damage by 23, and he does it every 23 seconds, that is a nuke attack. And if you guys do not know what a nuke attack is, it is probably one of the largest attacks that you can do in this whole entire game because it's a freaking nuke. All right, it just blows all of them up and they just, you know, die. And we love it when the enemies die. We all want the enemies to die, okay guys? But now it's time for us to calculate the DPS, pull out our very, and yes, whenever I say very, I mean very trusty calculator. You guys cannot see it on my other monitor, but I'm calculating the DPS as we speak. So after calculating the DPS, this guy is doing 187,629.4 damage every single second. I'm gonna be honest here, that is very, very good. You know, it's definitely, I would probably say, not below average. I would say probably a little bit above average, definitely. Actually, you know what? It's probably a lot above average, guys. Let's just be honest here. If we're going about our regular, everyday FNTD player, it's probably an above average for DPS. But for me, I have seen a lot higher numbers, and it could just be because, again, this unit can be accessed free to play. So they probably didn't want to make it too OP, so that probably is why. But again, it's LeBron, but just LeBronny, and it's probably the greatest thing I've ever witnessed in my whole entire life. So I don't really care how much damage it does. We will make it do a lot of damage, okay? We will make it do a lot of freaking damage. You guys see this beautiful button right here? Right as something hits our beautiful looking base, we're going to be pressing this beautiful looking button, uncap the freaking placements, and just start placing freaking 100 of them, okay? And if I have to place 100 of them to kill the boss, I will in fact do that. But real quick, before we start, you know, rating his animations, VFX, you know, his actual design, let's actually grab his damage real quick, put it into the trusty calculator, and then we are going to multiply it by 23, and the number that we get is 3,124,405.1 damage. So as you guys can see, if he does do his ability, I'm really hoping he does. Please do your ability. It would be so satisfying. Do it right now. Oh, he just did it. Oh my god, he just exploded. You guys saw that. Okay, wait, that was actually clean. Okay, I really enjoy the ability. Oh, that's gonna be beautiful. Imagine if we get a freaking 100 LeBronnies down, okay? There will probably be abilities left and right. It really honestly just depends. I have no idea. But as you guys just saw, the ability did actually do what it was supposed to do. Okay, it was a really big nuke attack. The boss only had like 1 to 2 million HP, and the actual ability does a 3.1 million. So we did one-shot the rest of the boss's HP whenever we did that really big explosion ability. Anyways, though, it is time, guys. Let me show you the new unit. Oh my gosh, he's making this stupid joke again. This stupid fat gummy bear. This is not the new unit. All right, this is completely chopped. This is the new unit. So very nice. Ignore that guy in the background. I don't know what the frick that guy's doing back there. Yo, buddy, get out of the way. All right, on a real note, the absolute, you know, amazing design of this unit is absolutely amazing. Oh, yes, I just love saying absolutely amazing. All right, hold on, wait. Let me pause the wave. The reason why I'm doing this is because sometimes they have idle animations that we need to look at as well. So, but first, I'm going to be looking at his actual design. So if we look at the design of this unit, it is beautiful, accurate, and my favorite freaking part is, you know, you guys are probably like, oh, is it the jersey? Is it the headband? It is these beautiful looking kicks. Look at these freaking things. Oh my, brand new Jordans too. Oh, beautiful. On a real note though, they did really good on this design. This is an 11 out of 10 design. just so you guys know. And yes, I'm going full on glaze mode. This is LeBron James, but LeBronny, okay? You know, this is actual, like, genuine peak. All right, but as far as animations goes, let's look at the idle animation real quick. So as you guys can see, he dribbles, go between the legs a few times. What did I just freaking say? And then he kind of just holds the ball in the air for a minute. So hold on, let me unpause. Let's see his animation now. So as you guys just saw, he did do his ability right off the bat. It is good to know that his ability saves. So I mean, we could just pause the wave at like any time, which keep in mind, guys, this would be actually a really good idea, by the way. Someone please remind me to try it. I know that no one's gonna remind me at all, and it really doesn't make any sense, but still, I think that before the boss spawns on wave 60, I can just pull a quick little like pause the wave. I can let everybody build up their abilities, and then right as the boss spawns, just bombard the boss with all the abilities right off the bat, just to make sure that everyone gets their abilities out. That would be a pretty good idea. Anyways, continuing the animations, his ball basically bounces to them and then comes back. It looks very nice, actually, and I love the VFX coming off the ball, but we're not gonna, you know, rate VFX just yet, but I'm just letting you guys know VFX is gonna get an easy 11 out of 10. This is freaking beautiful. Animations are 11 out of 10. Absolutely insane. We all love them. Very, 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 very nice. Time for VFX. So whenever he's throwing the ball, you guys can see some VFX. Whenever he was dribbling it in between his legs earlier, you could also see some effects on it. Whenever it's bouncing back to him, you can see some effects. He has some very nice VFX. It's kind of just like very simple, but honestly very nice. Now all we have to do is wait for his ability. As you guys just saw, his ability was right there. I think I'm gonna let it run again though. Maybe we can actually do what I was talking about. Pause the wave for a second. I'll be back in like 10 seconds or so and just wait for his cooldown to be done. All right, his cooldown should be done. Let's unpause the wave. All right, let's go ahead and see his VFX for his ability. Boom. Okay, wait, we're not gonna be able to see it just yet. He's probably gonna one-shot this boss with his ability, just letting you guys know. And boom, look at the strategy. Oh, that was a nice explosion. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, 11 out of 10 on the VFX as well. Oh my god, absolute freaking cinema of a unit. This is exactly what I expected. I mean, it's literally like just exactly what I expected. This is beautiful, okay, guys, and I promise that there has been zero glaze in this video. Okay, this unit's just amazing. It's beautiful. It's LeBron. I mean, what more could we ask for, right, guys? Definitely no glaze. But no, I mean, if we're actually being serious, this is how I would seriously rate the unit. Like, it is an actual, like, very nice, well thought out unit, and it's freaking hilarious too, because it's just LeBron and LeBronny, and it just matches so freaking perfectly. Now, all we really need to do is just wait for something to hit the base. Once something hits the base, we're going to just spam an absolute crap ton of LeBronnies down. The only thing I really have to do is just time everything correctly. So I know that a boss comes every 10 waves, but the only problem is that I have to know when the enemies are actually like done. I mean, you know, it kind of makes sense, guys, kind of not at the same time, but like right as it gives to wave 80, I just need to pause. So let's actually try it real quick. Right as we see wave 80, boom, pause. Okay, will the boss spawn? I really wonder. Wow, the boss still spawns? I don't want the boss to spawn though, bro. Oh my gosh, yeah, that kind of ruins it right there. And we could do 0 enemy speed, but I don't think that that would do anything either. So I mean, in reality, we could just like do wave 79. Oh yeah, guys, I think that we can do wave 79, right? We can pause and then nothing else should come out. So like right as we hit like here in a second, we're gonna hit wave 89. Whenever we hit wave 89, we're gonna pause the game, and then we're just gonna let everything spawn, and then we're just gonna like clear enemies, do all that, and then right as we unpause, we should just get the boss, and then let all of our Bonnies just sit here and like build up their freaking abilities, and then just once again bombard the boss completely whenever it spawns. Because we already tested this yesterday, guys. Endless mode is not actually endless still, even though my friend told me that it was endless, and it's still not endless. It's still only wave 180. So we do know what our max wave is, and the goal is to definitely win on that max wave, just so you guys know. Because there is probably only a rare, you know, moment and a rare, you know, time that we have actually killed the last boss, which was probably whenever we did the #1 DPS unit of the game, which was the Valkyrie Prime. Now, this is probably really unlikely. Hold on, let me pause wave. So it is now wave 89. It should be like, you know, we kill them on wave 89. Okay, yeah, that's not what I like. It just pauses the wave, and then you just have to kind of like guess, and just call it a day. I don't really know. Hold on, pause. Oh my gosh, no, did I mess it up? I messed it up. Oh my god. Okay, wait. All right, let's try something else. So like, what if I paused a wave? Hold on, guys, give me just a second. What if I paused a wave? Okay, wait, unpause first. Let's get to wave 91. What if I just kept on clearing enemies over and over again? I really wonder what would happen. Would it just get us to wave 92? I do not think that's how it works, because literally nothing is spawning. So it does just pause when it pauses, and we just gotta figure it out, which is kind of the part that I hate. I wish that we could, you know, maybe have a button where it just spawns everything from that wave. I don't really know. It's kind of just all about timing. So like if we paused right now, right, it should go up to wave 93. Actually, wait, so we should go to wave 93 right now. Yep, okay, I timed it perfectly. So maybe once we just realize that things aren't spawning anymore, we can probably just make the assumption for ourselves that we're good. So whenever I unpause this time, we should be on wave 94. Okay, yes, we are. All right, I have it down just a little bit, guys. I'm not going to spawn any more LeBronnies just yet, but I'm going to go ahead and uncap our placements just real quick. I'm going to try and time it right this time, but just so you guys know, LeBronny is currently not doing a, you know, good amount of damage. Like I told you guys, he is doing just a little under 200,000 damage per second. So if you guys were paying attention with the boss earlier, bro did not do very good. He did not kill that boss like any. The only part where he was actually doing good with the boss was whenever he did his abilities. So it does make me a little bit nervous for the future bosses. I'm gonna be honest, because I don't know if he's gonna be powerful enough or not. But since we're trying to let his abilities build up, we're just gonna have to get very strict on our waves and just kind of take the time to actually realize whenever things are done spawning. And that's just gonna be how it is. And if something does spawn, I don't think that everyone will bombard the people with their abilities. Like, I don't think that everyone will use it. See, we did just miss the wave 100 thing just right there. But I don't think that everyone will bombard the enemies with their ability. You know, let's say that we miss like 2 enemies right before the boss. I think that probably like 2 to 3 Bonnies will just use their abilities and then obviously kill those really small enemies. And then after that, we'll probably be fine. I mean, we'll probably have at least like 90 of the freaking Bonnies just still having their, you know, ability ready to go. And then we should be good. But our goal is to obviously get it as accurate as physically possible, because we don't really want it to be inaccurate, because inaccurate is bad. Wait, is something about to hit my base? Oh, okay, wait, Circus Baby almost just hit my base. I don't really like to see that. Circus Baby, you're not going through those doors. I'm so sorry. You shall not pass. Hold on, Circus Baby. Hold on. You shall not pass. Oh, yep. That's what I thought, pal. You're not gonna freaking pass today. Come on, bro. We need to chain just a little bit more. I mean, I guess that he is chaining. Actually, yeah, he is chaining. I mean, yeah, he's doing a good amount of damage, but it's probably gonna be very, very soon whenever we do get our base hit. I'm just letting you guys know, I would not doubt that it's going to be like pretty freaking soon here. I do think that the nuke should have more range. Maybe whenever the nuke is a nuke, maybe it's actually a nuke and it just kills like everything on the map, or hits everything on the map with its like 3.1 million freaking damage. Because I do think it would make a lot more sense rather than just doing the nuke thing, because as you guys just saw earlier, we used the ability and it didn't even hit everything. It just hit like, you know, the first few that spawned, and that was about it. Now, I will say the slowing is helping out here a lot. Thank you, Crying Child. Shout out to you, bro. The slowing. Hold on, wait, pause, wave. Okay, I think we did time it right. So we might be able to build up his ability right now. We should be good. All right, I think the cooldown's been long enough. Let's unpause. Yep, we did. We got it freaking perfect. 5.75 million HP. She's gonna get hit with 3.1 million. Yep, right there. So yeah, I timed that perfectly. He's now slowly breaking down her HP, but as you guys can see, this is exactly what my point was earlier. Oh my god, she's gonna hit the base. Wow, holy crap. All right, time to spawn more LeBronnies. I warned you guys, you shouldn't have hit the base. It was a really bad idea for you guys to hit the base. I told you. They're gonna regret that, guys. They're gonna freaking regret that. I knew it. Hold on, wait. Let me get LeBronny right there. Come on, let me just kind of fit a few in here. There we go. We should be able to get LeBronny like right here, right? Oh, why can't I get one right here? Are you serious, bro? Let me get one. Okay, yes, there we go. I think we're chilling now. All right, let's get 5 on this side, 5 on that side. See, now this this is looking a lot better. Now, the VFX might absolutely override anyone's eyes who are watching, so just be very, very careful. But we now have, how much is 10 times 3? So 10 times 3 is 30. So we have approximately like around 30 million damage with all their abilities hitting at the same time, and that's not even including their DPS. So this might actually end up being really good. Wait, I did not give their abilities enough time to charge. Oh, crap. Well, we do have 10 of them down. Oh, wow. It looks like their abilities worked. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we just went into a complete transformation. But as you guys can see, they actually don't do... Never mind. They do a crap ton of damage. Okay, wow. I was really underrating them. Let me see another ability. Is someone's ability almost done? Let's check. Oh, yep. There's one. There's another ability. And there's another ability. Another ability. Oh, another ability. Oh, my God. They're just popping off those abilities left and right. All right, we've got to really pay attention to what's spawning. There is one good thing about this unit, though, is that it doesn't kill things instantly, which is a good thing for us because we might actually have a higher chance of successfully pausing the waves so they can build up their ability. Because since that they're, you know, a chain unit and they're all focusing on the same exact thing, they're only going to kill like one row at a time, which is like literally perfect. I missed it again. Oh my gosh, never mind. I think I'm just too freaking slow. I'm going to be honest, guys. All right, let's see if we can get any abilities to pop off. How many can we get? 1, 2. Oh, wow. All right, and just disappeared from the earth. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I guess. But guys, if we're thinking about reality right now, okay, one ability does 3 million damage. If we have 10 of them down, we have 30 million damage. If we have 100 of them down, we have 300 million damage. I'm pretty sure that that would kill the last boss, just so you guys know. So what I'm thinking at this point is that I'm just going to start placing a crap ton of him down because we want the highest chance of killing that boss. I'm just letting you guys know. It is going to be a very worth it type of thing if we can just murk that last boss because it would be absolutely freaking beautiful, and that's exactly what we want to do. So as of right now, we're not going to worry about any more bosses. We just want to focus on the very last boss because that is currently what we're saving up and building up for right now. All right, we have a lot of LeBronnies right here. This boss is just about to get obliterated. I want you guys to kind of look away because this is just not going to be pretty. Oh, yep, there it is. Holy crap. Oh no, I'm about to lag my game so badly. Oh, you guys better be ready. Yep, just letting you guys know things are going to get just a tad bit scary. Okay, things are going to get just a little scary. You know, not too scary, just a little bit. Definitely not going to be anything too much. All right, you know, all we have to really do now is just upgrade all these units, which is probably going to honestly be the hardest part of the video. I mean, I don't think there's going to be a harder part than that. All right, we currently have 57 Bonnies down. So now all we have to do is kind of just stack them up over here, and that's just that's our plan for now, is to just stack them up over here. I might not even have to do 100. I might end up doing like 90 or something. I really have no idea. There's probably gonna have to be a point where we are gonna pause the wave though. I mean, we're gonna have to pause at some point before wave 180 just to max all these guys out, because I'm gonna have to use an auto clicker to just completely max all of them out. For right now though, we literally just need to work on placing these things down. All right, we can get some more over here. We're just gonna mainly get them around the boss spawn over here. Yes, our boosters are still hitting every single one of them, guys. Do not worry. Our boosters have absolutely insane range, so I would not even worry about that for a second. All right, how many do we have? We have 91 down. All right, we only need 9 more. Oh my god, my screen looks insane. Okay, 160 or wave 160. Oh my god, yeah, this guy is getting absolutely clapped. Oh my gosh. All right, let's just get a few more in the back right here. It is officially getting pretty laggy, at least for me. You guys probably can't tell too much, hopefully. We now have 100 placed down. I'm going to pause the wave real quick, guys, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to use my auto clicker to upgrade all these guys, because it's going to be way too hard to just like upgrade them one big time. All right, guys, we are now back, and all we have to do is kind of just check over these guys, make sure we have all of them maxed out, and yes, we do. We have every single Bonnie maxed out. It's time to unpause the wave. We officially only have almost 10 more waves until wave 180. These VFX look absolutely insane. I'm going to try and pause the wave when I can, guys. It might not be 100% accurate. I really have no idea. We could run up to 2x speed and try and get them to spawn a little bit faster. I don't really know. That I just, you know, it might just make it a little bit worse. This is wave 170 though. We probably probably have a few abilities that are about to get popped off right here. Oh my god. Okay, oh my god. So as far as like DPS goes, they're already doing a crap ton of DPS, and then they just have like absolute insane abilities that are going along with it. I want you guys to keep in mind that we are completely max boosting these guys with the best boosters in the game. He's shiny, vengeance, maxed out stats. I mean, there is literally nothing else that I could ever ask for on the freaking planet besides a beautiful LeBron unit that is Bonnie. So yes, it's very, very, very nice. But we currently only need 3 more waves. It is getting very close to the wave 180. I'm getting just a little bit scared. My plan is to probably just pause as soon as we can. So as we know, we just gotta have to like, we're gonna just have to time it right. Pause. Okay, wait, I think I might have done it. I think I might have done it. Please tell me I did it on time. All right, I'm just kind of letting all their abilities pile up right now. Let's wait just a second. All right, all of their abilities should be built up. It has been about 20 seconds, and all of it is definitely done now. It's been about 30. All right, so let's go ahead. Unpause wave. Oh my god, wave 180. Oh, I timed it perfectly. All right, here we go. Shiny Vengeance, maxed out stats, fully boosted, 100 LeBronnies. Holy crap. They just... Okay, yeah. I mean, that was 300 million of damage right on his freaking head. Oh my god. That was the most insane thing I've ever seen. Okay, guys, so I really did enjoy making this video. I'm not gonna lie, this was absolutely insane. I'm not trying to glaze just because it's LeBron, but this unit was absolute peak and probably one of the most greatest things I've ever seen in my freaking life. I mean, at the end, my math was very correct, and we got 100 freaking LeBronnies down, did 300 million damage right on top of the boss's head. That is probably the fastest we have ever killed that boss. That was freaking amazing, dude. I'm not even freaking joking. But anyways, guys, make sure to join my Discord server because we do giveaways every 2 days on Five Nights TD in there. And also make sure to like and subscribe so I can feed my family. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.